All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about one of the all-time greats, the 357 Magnum. There is a very good reason this cartridge has stayed at the top of the heap for decades. It's got that perfect blend of raw, undeniable stopping power, but in a package you can still control. It's pure American heritage. You can find it in a nightstand for home defense, punching holes in paper out on the line, or sitting as the centerpiece of a serious collection. The 357 Magnum is always relevant. But let's be honest, the market is flooded. Not every wheel gun out there is built to the standard you should demand. So today we're going to cut through the noise. We're ranking the top 5 357 Magnums you can put your trust in right now. We're going to look at the things that actually matter when you're laying down your hard-earned cash. We're talking build quality, true accuracy, and sheer power. And you know we're going to dig into the details. The trigger pull, the ergonomics, how it really handles recoil, and what it's going to cost you. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned revolver guy or if you're just starting to look at your first wheel gun. This list is for you. We're here to give you the tactical truth about what deserves to be in your holster or in that quick access safe. So gear up. Let's dig in. By the time we're done, you'll have a solid idea of which 357 Magnum is the right one for your mission. Kicking off our list at number 5 is the Taurus Model 66. Now, I know what some guys think when they see that price tag, but you cannot judge this book by its cover. Coming in around $500, maybe $600, the Taurus 66 is the definition of a value gun. It delivers a ton of performance for the money. First big feature, this is a full-size all-steel frame, and it holds a 7-shot cylinder. That's right, 7 rounds of 357 Magnum. In the revolver world, getting that extra round over the standard 6 is a huge tactical advantage. Most people are familiar with the 4-inch barrel version, which is just a fantastic do-it-all length. You get a good sight radius for accuracy, but it's not unwieldy. Because it's all steel, it has some real heft. And that weight is your best friend when you touch off a full-power Magnum load. It just soaks up that recoil. But the real surprise here, especially for a gun in this price bracket, is the trigger. The double-action pull is genuinely smooth. A lot of shooters pick it up expecting a gritty, heavy stack, and they find a clean, consistent pull all the way through. Taurus also gives you fully adjustable rear sights, which is great for dialing in your specific load. It comes with a comfortable, hand-filling rubber grip that does a great job of absorbing shock and keeping the gun locked into your hand. The finish is all business. It's utilitarian. This is not a high-polished barbecue gun. It's a tool. It's a workhorse. And it runs like one. That weight and grip combo make the recoil completely manageable. This is a gun you can run drills with all day and not feel beat up. For a home defense gun, it is absolutely up to the task. Now, would I want to carry this thing concealed every day? It's a heavy piece. But as a truck gun, a nightstand gun, or a dedicated range revolver, the Taurus 66 offers capabilities that flat out embarrass its price point. They make them in different barrel lengths too, if the 4-inch isn't your speed. The bottom line is this: the 66 is reliable, it's capable, and it won't break the bank. It does the job, period, and that's why it earns the number 5 spot. Coming in at number 4, we have the Kimber K6s. This revolver is a modern solution for a classic problem. It's for the person who demands the power of a 357 Magnum, but needs it in a package built for deep concealment. This is a 2-inch barrel, snub-nose revolver. But here's the kicker. Kimber figured out how to get a 6-shot cylinder in there. Most guns this size force you to drop down to 5 rounds. Getting that 6th round of 357 in a compact frame is a serious engineering feat. Now it's a Kimber, so you're looking at a premium price. Expect to be in that $900 to $1,100 range. But you see where the money went. This is a premium carry piece. And the fit, finish, and attention to detail are top-notch. The entire gun is dehorned. Every edge is melted, rounded, and smoothed out. That means it's not going to snag on your cover garment when you go to draw. It's built from stainless steel, often with a beautiful polish, and while it's small, it has just enough weight to make those Magnum rounds manageable. The trigger, though, that's the real story. For a small, double-action-only revolver, the trigger is outstanding. It's not a heavy, stacking mess. It's a smooth, crisp, predictable pull. And when your adrenaline is high in a defensive situation, that clean trigger is what lets you make accurate, life-saving shots. Internally, the lockup is bank vault tight. The timing is perfect. This is the kind of reliability you must have in a self-defense tool. The K6s is purpose-built for concealed carry. It's designed to be on your hip, ready to go, and to disappear until you need it. What I appreciate is how Kimber blended that classic revolver reliability with a very modern, minimalist design. It's tough, it's simple, and they offer a lot of options for different grips and finishes, so you can really get the ergonomics dialed in for your hand. If you're looking for best-in-class craftsmanship, a revolver that truly conceals, and zero compromise on power, the Kimber K6s is one you have to look at. Sliding into our number 3 spot is the legend itself, the Colt Python. This gun hardly needs an introduction. It's the movie star. It's the icon. It is one of the most beautiful revolvers ever made, and the best part is, it shoots even better than it looks. When Colt brought the Python back, they did it right, with modern metallurgy and smarter engineering. The price reflects that. You're in the $1,400 to $1,600 ballpark. This is a top-shelf, premium revolver, and the second you put one in your hand, you understand where every penny went. The conversation about the Python always starts and ends with the trigger. That double-action pull is, well, it's famous for a reason. It's like dragging a silk ribbon over glass, and the single-action break is just a clean, crisp snap. It is, without a doubt, one of the finest triggers you will ever feel on any factory revolver. Colt is offering them in the most popular barrel lengths, 3 inches, 4.25, and a full 6 inches. That gives you real versatility. The 3-inch is a serious carry gun, and the longer barrels are just surgical on the range. And that finish, that mirror-polished stainless steel, it's just artwork. It's the kind of gun you're tempted to just leave in the safe as a display piece. But that would be a huge mistake. This gun begs to be shot. The balance is perfect. The sights are clean and line up instantly, and the accuracy is simply phenomenal, even with heavy .357 Magnum loads. Don't let the pretty face fool you. This is a robust, tough-as-nails revolver. The action is smooth, the lockup is tight, and that steel frame is built to handle a lifetime of shooting. The ergonomics and that full underlug make the recoil feel more like a push than a snap. This is a gun that collectors dream about, and that serious shooters use. When you uncase a Python at the range, people stop to look. It's not just a gun, it's a piece of American firearms history, brought back to life. Taking the number 2 spot is the revolver world's reigning heavyweight, the Ruger GP100. This gun's reputation is legendary, and it's earned every bit of it. If the Python is the polished movie star, the GP100 is the grizzled stunt double that does all the real work. This is the gun you buy if you want a .357 Magnum that will absorb abuse and keep running, period. You'll find them for $800 to $950, and that money buys you pure, unadulterated durability. This is a buy-it-for-life firearm. The frame is solid stainless steel, and overbuilt is an understatement. Ruger engineered this thing with a thick top strap and extra steel in all the critical areas. It is a tank. All that mass does something wonderful. It tames the .357 Magnum. Shooting full power loads out of this gun is comfortable. It's controllable. The gun just sits in your hand and makes recoil an afterthought. You get a ton of options too. Ruger makes them in 3-inch, 4.2-inch, and 6-inch barrels, so you can have a snubby, an all-arounder, or a long-range tack driver. The grip system is another huge win. The factory rubber grips are fantastic, but they are incredibly easy to swap out for wood, G10, or whatever you like, without any complex fitting. The same goes for the front sight. Ruger made this gun easy for the owner to customize. Now let's talk about the trigger. Right out of the box, it's going to be heavy. It's a solid, reliable, but heavy pull. But here's the secret. These triggers smooth out beautifully with use. And if you're impatient, a simple spring kit can turn it into a fantastic, smooth-rolling action. The GP100 makes no apologies for what it is. It's not a show pony. It is a tool, designed to be 100% reliable and to last forever. For a duty gun, a woods gun, or a home defense gun that you know will go bang every time, it's almost impossible to beat. That's why it's our number 2, and taking the number 1 spot on our list, the Smith & Wesson Model 686 Plus. Folks, this is it. This is the revolver that does everything right. It perfectly balances strength, pinpoint accuracy, shooter-friendly refinement, and capacity. You'll find them in that $900 to $1,100 window. It's not a budget gun, but for what you get, the value is off the charts. This gun is built on the Smith & Wesson L frame, and it just feels right in the hand. It's stainless steel, and it features that iconic full-length underlug barrel. That design puts weight right where you want it, out front, which dramatically cuts down on muzzle flip and perceived recoil. It just keeps the gun flat and steady, even with hot loads. And of course, the plus in the name means you get a 7-round cylinder. Just like with the Taurus, that 7th shot is a massive confidence booster, especially in a defensive context. Smith & Wesson offers this in a huge range of barrel lengths, from a 2.5-inch snubby all the way out to a 6-inch range gun. It is the definition of versatile. But the trigger, the Smith & Wesson action is the standard. The double-action pull is smooth, consistent, and lighter than most of the competition right out of the box. The single-action brake is just perfect, like a tiny glass rod snapping. This trigger makes it easy to be accurate. You get great factory grip options, whether you prefer the classic wood or the practical textured rubber. The sights are bright, clear, and adjustable. The whole package just works. The cylinder lockup is rigid. The timing is flawless. The action feels like it's already had a high-end trigger job. The 686 Plus is the perfect blend of the Ruger's raw toughness and the Python's polished refinement. It's a modern, proven, reliable workhorse that also happens to be a tack-driving, smooth-shooting pleasure. If you told me I could only have one .357 Magnum to do it all, this would be the one. It represents the absolute best in class for a double-action revolver in 2025. So that's our list of the top 5. The .357 Magnum is a legendary cartridge, and these revolvers are the best way to run it. Did your favorite make the cut? Drop a comment down below and let me know what your go-to .357 is. If you got some value out of this, do us a favor and hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so you don't miss our next video. Stay safe and keep training.